So friends, today I am going to explain a very good and scary horror movie, Kulat Iblis, based on black magic. This movie was released recently, which is based on very dangerous rituals and rituals. I hope you will like it, and I am not saying it just for the sake of it. The movie is very interesting, very good, watch it till the end. The real story is very scary. So now without any delay, let's go straight to the video. So in the beginning of the story, we see a man named Hamdan, who was alone in his house and was very scared. Suddenly there is a commotion inside the whole house. All the things start flying here and there and break. Then we notice that Hamdan is being chased by a demon, and many spirits that are in his clutches start scaring him and breaking him out of fear, from which he is trying his best to escape. Then he takes out a charm, but this charm does not work for the time being. But now to escape from the charm, he jumps from the window. But a person wearing a mask outside attacks him with a blade, due to which he gets badly injured. That is, there is a ditch ahead of Hamdan and PJ Kwan. Well, now he tries to go inside the house again to save himself. But the evil force inside pulls him towards itself, and now we keep guessing his fate. Well, after a while, his twin children come there, in which the name of the son is Raka, and the name of the daughter is Naya. As soon as they go inside the house, they see that blood was spread everywhere and all the things were upside down. Along with that, the people also feel some supernatural and evil thing there. They both see their father who had died, and his condition was very bad. His face was burnt, and his intestines had come out. And at the time of death also he had the same skin. And we also saw that that skin could not save him. Well, now preparations are made for his funeral, and seeing his condition and the skin on his hand, everyone starts talking that this must have been the result of black magic, or some terrible ritual. But no one knew the truth yet. Well, now Hamdan's last rites were completed, but today the rain is getting very heavy, so Hamdan's burial is not done here, so the body has to be kept at home today. Now everyone goes to their respective homes, and here Raka and Naya were standing near Hamdan's body, who were very sad to see their father in such a condition. Where Raka says that everyone was talking about black magic, but Naya did not believe all these things at all, and she did not want to associate her father with such things. But Raka makes up her mind to find the truth. Then Raka checks his father's room, and Naya was near her father's body. But what happens is that both of them are haunted by ghosts, and in the meantime, Raka finds the paper on which Hamdan had written one thing before dying, that find Mang, and she also finds another cham. Along with that, a family photo of Hamdan is also found, on which the name of Rangu village was also written, which is Hamdan's hometown. Now here anew he hunts the dead body, and now he comes near Hamdan's body, and by now Raka had also reached there, and they see that within few moments Hamdan's body has disappeared, due to which both of them get very worried. It seemed as if Hamdan has disappeared in the air. Now Raka says that he has got a new skin, but he does not know what is the use of it. Along with that, he has got a family photo in which there are 4 people whose names are written, in which Hamdan, his father, then Razi Malan, and Badi. And on this paper, it is written that find this. He further tells that there is no direct sense of his father's death. Things which he is seeing are beyond his understanding. What he is seeing can neither be understood nor explained. And the answers of all the questions which have arisen were to be found by him inside Rangu village only. He further tells that till date their father has kept his family past a secret even from their mother, never told them anything. And if they want to know about their father's death and all these things, then they will have to go to their village. And the biggest thing is that their father's body also disappeared, which he has taken to the village. And here all the people will talk that where did the body go? So if they go inside the village, then they can say that they have been barred in their own hometown. Well, now both of them leave for Rangu village and see the flashback of Anaya's birthday, in which these three were celebrating. And at that time, Hamdan was feeling very upset. He was a little scared and was also worried, and he was getting upset by seeing that ghost again and again. Well, now they had reached the road of Rangu village, but the village was quite inside the main road, and here Naya's mood gets spoiled as soon as she reaches there, because she sees a dead animal as soon as she steps there. Now they try to ask a boy for help, but the boy runs away on seeing them, and they move ahead on their own. Then they meet a girl named Ayu, who starts dropping them to Razi Ma's house. Now halfway, a one-eyed, half-burnt, mentally unstable lady spits on Naya and starts chatting with her, due to which Naya gets very upset and asks Raka to go back home because things were not going well as soon as they reached here, and all the questions related to her father's death were going to be found here only. So there was no point in going back. Well, now they go to Razi Ma's house and show her the picture and ask her who she is to them. Then she directly says that Hamdan was her son, and she had chosen a different path. So things have changed a lot now, and they also don't call her grandma, which means the relationship is completely over, which his dad didn't do. Now he talks to his grandma about Hamdan's death, and about his body being missing. He tells her that he wants to know about the past. What was Dad hiding here? He wants to know everything, because he has a lot of unanswered questions and a lot of things are going wrong. She straight away says that it would be better for him if he doesn't know. But he came to know the truth, and he is adamant. So his grandma says that in a day or two there is going to be a festival here, in which the whole extended family will participate. So he can attend it, and if he wants, he can stay here for 2 days. They both agree. So his grandma calls Naya as Lans and Raka as Hamdan's old friend. Now after a while, Raka comes to talk to Naya and gives her the skin and the papers to keep, and says that he will find out about the demand tomorrow. So things have changed a lot now. And they also don't call her grandma, which means the relationship is completely over, which his dad didn't do. Now he talks to his grandma about Hamdan's death, and about his body being missing. He tells her that he wants to know about the past. What was Dad hiding here? He wants to know everything, because he has a lot of unanswered questions and a lot of things are going wrong. She straight away says that it would be better for him if he doesn't know. But he came to know the truth, and he is adamant. So his grandma says that in a day or two there is going to be a festival here, in which the whole extended family will participate. So he can attend it, and if he wants, he can stay here for 2 days. They both agree. So his grandma calls Naya as Lans and Raka as Hamdan's old friend. Now after a while, Raka comes to talk to Naya and gives her the skin and the papers to keep, and says that he will find out about the demand tomorrow. Now Naya says that they should not have come here, and Dad must have a good reason that he did not want to live here and never brought them here. Although Naya did not want to accept that her dad was not a good father, but now all these questions start coming in her mind too, on which Raka lights her up and goes to rest. Now when she starts resting, she dreams that she is in the place of the corpse, and the skin is climbing on her, due to which she wakes up very scared and wears Hamdan's skin. But in a few moments she sees another dream in which she is in a cave. There was a cave nearby from where Hamdan's voice was coming. She goes inside and slips and falls. Now she suddenly finds a lot of human bones and skulls lying there, due to which she gets very disturbed. Well, then Raka wakes her up, who was actually sleeping in the garden, and she says that she was in the cave, but he calls it a dream. But then Naya got hurt while slipping, which is still present on her leg, meaning that she went inside that cave and it was not just a dream, and she could not understand anything that what is going on. Might also have done astral projection. Now Naya tells Raka that they should leave from here as soon as possible, but Raka says that he will not leave from here without knowing the truth, and tomorrow there is a festival also. It is possible that they will know the whole truth there, because everything here looks exactly the same. It is not like that at all. It is possible that their grandmother is also hiding something from them, and other people can also hide everything from them, so they will have to struggle here on their own. Well, now Razima gives them food, and Raka did not eat meat, so he eats normal food, and she tells both of them that she always wanted Hamdan to bring them here, but he never brought them there, although now they have come here, which makes her very happy. And this grandmother loves her grandchildren a lot, whether they are in front of her eyes or far away from her sight. Now in the course of conversation, Naya asks her about the cave. Then she says that there is no cave inside the village, and now she leaves for some work. Raka and Naya now start roaming here and there, who were searching for the cave, but they do not find any cave, as there was no cave there. But then they find the boy who had returned after seeing them in the beginning, and they ask him about the cave. He says that there is a cave named Bati here, and saying this he leaves from there, and they start looking for the cave, but they don't find it. And Raka says that he will take Ayu's help, but Naya had to look for the cave right now, due to which they have an argument, and suddenly Raka disappears from here, and finds himself in Bati Cave. Here he finds a baby's severed head, and now some chatting starts, with which gradually his fear starts increasing, whose head breaks when Deem attacks him. Now on the other hand, Naya is searching for her brother, where she comes to Ayu's house while roaming, where she notices secretly that Ayu was cutting meat, which seeing this she gets very scared. But why did she get scared seeing an innocent girl cutting meat? She got scared because Ayu was cutting meat of a headless body human meat. Now she runs away in fear and comes to the jungle, where she again meets the same mad lady from whom she escapes, and goes ahead, where suddenly many coconuts start falling down, from which she tries to escape, but then she falls in a trap pit where a coconut also falls. She tries to escape from them, but then she falls in a trap pit where a coconut also falls, which she sees was actually Hamdan's head, and she gets very scared seeing this. But now the same boy comes there who ran away after seeing them in the beginning. He comes and helps her to get him out, and now she asks him for help, so he says that her brother is safe, and she will find him at Rajima's house only. If anyone goes missing in this village, then he reaches there, and also she should leave this village as soon as possible, otherwise their fate will be very bad. Well, now she starts asking him what is going on in this village, and did he know her father Hamdan, on which he says that he knows her father, but right now he is in need of time, so he will tell her everything later, and right now she should go to her house and leave the village as soon as possible. He also asks her to go out in which he can help her, to which she agrees. Now he drops her at Rajima's house, and on the way he tells her his name is Sugang. He says that he doesn't talk much to anyone, and especially he avoids strangers, and that's why he was avoiding her from the beginning. And Naya notices his watch, which is a little expensive and unique, on which he says that it is his father's watch, and further tells her that she should be ready at 3 a.m. in the morning, so that he can throw her out of this village. But she has to take care that no one should know about this. Well, now she comes home and Raka is there, who is having food, but to her shock he is eating meat, who never used to eat meat. Now she also starts eating food, and meanwhile Ayu comes home to give meat. Naya's condition worsens because now she knew that this meat is actually human flesh. Now what happens is that she is not able to eat the food, and she comes to her room and spits out the food, and starts packing her stuff while preparing to leave from here. She goes to wake up Raka, who was sleeping deeply. She wakes him up, but he does not wake up. Now she hears some chatting. She secretly watches that Rajima was doing some ritual with a doll and blood. Now she comes to Raka's room and continues that horrific ritual, and shockingly she starts getting intimate with her own grandson. Seeing this, Naya's feet slip away. This means that a very horrific thing was happening here. Now in the meantime, Sugang comes to pick her up, but she had not yet come, and we see Ayu. Let's see. They were burning the naps of many children, which means that many newborns have been killed here, or are being killed, or if we say specifically, they are sacrificed here. Well, now Rajima, after finishing her work, after getting intimate with her own grandson, goes to her room, and Naya had lost her pure mind, looking worried. But Raka also wakes up now, who seems to have changed a lot. Well, now Naya was not able to understand anything here, and she sees her brother who is eating a live chicken in a possessed state. Rajima brings her to her senses, and now she tells the whole truth that actually Hamdan, her father, and her son used to do black magic here, due to which a curse came on the village. He ran away from there, but the curse remained here, which started casting the people of the village in evil darkness. No one understood anything, but a terrible remedy was found in which all the children of the village have to be killed to avoid the curse. This cycle has been going on since the time this black magic, this curse started. Now those people have come here who can help them in removing this curse. But Naya refuses to stay here, and now again Raka. He gets possessed, which Rajima cures and tells him that no matter where they run, this curse will never leave them, so they will have to take the help of the village to remove the curse. Next day, she takes them to Bathi Cave, where the festival was to be held today. Naya asks her grandmother why she did not tell them about the cave before. She tells them that if she had told them about it before, then it is a sacred place where the ritual would not be completed. Now all the villagers were here who had prepared for the ritual, but now they noticed that all the people here were wearing masks, and a person wearing the same mask attacked Hamdan that day when he jumped out of the window in fear. Now Rajima tells them about the ritual in which shockingly one of them will be sacrificed, and something will happen to the other. And now Raka is tied to a throne, and Naya is imprisoned in an outside room which is guarded by some people, but Sugang stealthily comes and frees her from that room and asks her to run away, and he himself diverts the attention of those guards, but the poor guy loses, and they catch him and bring him in front of Rajima, who brutally burns him alive. Rajima was not innocent here anyway. Now Naya runs away and reaches a house, and this house actually belonged to the same mad lady who had performed a ritual on her in the beginning. But actually this lady is not mad, and she is Sugang's mother, who was burnt just a while ago, and also she is Booty's wife, Naya and Raka's uncle's wife. Their aunt, whose name is Vetna, and Sugan is her son, Raka and Naya's brother anyway. Now she is giving Naya all the food and water. She tells the truth, and friends, now the real leads of this movie and story are revealed here. Actually, the people of this village worship the Bat Deem from the very beginning, whose worshipping followers must have inbreeding, meaning intimacy within, blood relations, like the grandmother did with Raka here, due to which what happens is that children with some deformities are born, who are given to Bathi to eat as a sacrifice, and in return he gives protection powers and wealth. Now every time some children are selected and some are left out, who are fed. The next time where they grow up and follow the rituals. Now the perfect child from these breedings, that is, the one who has no shortcomings, is made the leader, who continues the rituals, and according to me, here Rajima is also a perfect girl, due to which she is following all these rituals here, and this entire cult must be under the possession of Bathi Deem. Otherwise doing such horrible things does not make any sense. And here deforming does not mean that the human child will be completely different, like his hands, legs, eyes, and mouth will be completely different or not. It is not like that. Rather, if half a finger is extra or any eye is strange, then it will be considered an imperfect deformation. Now here Hamdan's inbreeding happened with his sister Lan. Yes, that means in the bed where both of them were sent to sleep. Their twins were born there, and both of them wanted to save their children from this filth because they knew that if they are brought up, Here then they will also have the same fate. Now Lan is very close to her death. She says for the last time that her children should get a good future. So Hamdan runs away from there with the children, and he directly goes to Salam to get help. Because she knew magic, and due to that magic, his life was saved. But what happened in this was that Bati Diman became very aggressive, due to which her house burned down, in which her husband Budi was killed, and she was half burnt. Well, after this, she sends him to Ki Mang, who gives him charms. But these charms were only effective for 21 years, and that is why Hamdan started getting disturbed on Naya's 22nd birthday. And when the power of the charms ended, Bati killed him. There must have been a way to hide it for 21 years, but after that it could not be hidden. And the biggest thing was that a man from this village attacked him. That is, the person wearing the mask who injured Hamdan very badly, and he had also kept that picture inside this house, that is, Hamdan's family photo. And he had written everything there so that Raka and Naya will come here through the photo. They will come to this village, and the ritual will be done on them, because Naya has an extra finger which will be sacrificed. That is, she was imperfect, and Raka is a perfect child who will be made the leader here. That is, wherever he goes, this curse will be applied on him, and this disturbed fate of this evil village and Bati Deem will surely pull them towards themselves. Now Naya shows her the second moon which they had found. Seeing this, Vetna tells her that this is the moon to drive away Bati, which can only be used by a deformed child, which means that only Naya can use it. Well, now both of them start leaving from here because Vetna wanted to save Naya here and wanted to stop this sacrifice, but the villagers obviously catch them, and here evil is evil, so how could she win against it? So the poor girl is killed like her own daughter. There, Raka, who is possessed, catches Naya and drags her inside the cave. Obviously now he had become a vessel again. Now here Rajima is going to sacrifice her because she is Raka's twin, and if she is not killed, then Raka will die. I won't be able to go, but now Naya tries one last time and puts the hair on his forehead, due to which the evil's belt breaks, or gets twisted, and all the villagers end up killing each other, and Naya kills Rajima, and takes Raka out of here. Now Badi follows them, but we don't know if he is able to catch them or not, because the scene shifts here. Now in the morning, both of them regain consciousness. They take a lift from a van, and Nayamani is feeling happy, remembering God, thanking him that everything is fine. They are away from Bati Deem, and now they will be able to live a bright future for themselves, but sadly nothing like that happened, and we notice that Raka, who is possessed by Bati, destroys a bus full of people, which means that Bati Deem had entered him, and we understand that he had killed his beloved sister very brutally with his own hands, which means that the ritual was kind of completed, and now he has become the host of Bati Deem, and has also become the new leader of this cult. Now see, all the people of the village were killed, but the world is still there. And now Raka, who is possessed by Bati Deem, is spreading his cult inside the whole world. He will start, and this ritual is never going to stop. And boom. With this, the movie ends here. So friends, this was the story of the movie Kulat Us Iblis. I hope you liked it. Now see here, Rajima did intimacy with Rag because she wanted to make him a leader, and at the same time she also wanted pregnancy, so that more children could be born, and Deem could get more sacrifices. And don't think that she is a grandmother. So how can she get pregnant? Here demonic powers are evolved. Anything can happen. Because the biggest thing is that intimacy is very important in these breeding, in mutual relationships. For Deem, only then this ritual will continue until a perfect child is born. Like here, a perfect child of Ra was born. And at the same time, Naya was going to be sacrificed here, due to which there was a demon inside her. The story comes which also comes in the end. One more thing is that Rajima lied here, that all the black magic was done here, and innocent children were taken here for rituals by lying. And you will also remember that in the beginning, Sugang ran away after seeing these two, which meant that he was going to tell his family and his mother that, brother, look, these two have come here, and the sacrifice will happen again, which he tried a lot to stop, but ultimately nothing happened. Till now this demon was limited to this cave and this village, but now it will not be so, because now he has come out in the outside world, and now he is going to spread his cult all over the world. And you must have noticed one more thing, that when Naya had a dream, she found herself inside this cave where there were a lot of infants. There was a body, and many skeletons and bones were also lying there, which means that this had already happened to not just one, but many people. Hamdan's body was also consumed by this demon. That's why Naya saw his head, which explains what must have happened to him. Now what happened to Raka suddenly, and why did he reach inside the cave? See, Badi had chosen him as his vessel, due to which he was called inside the cave, and from there he went into a trance-like state, due to which he became a perfect vessel. So I hope you liked this video and the explanation ritual and all the things. If you liked it, then like the video. If you are new to the channel, then subscribe. I will meet you all with the next video. Until then.